Hello and welcome back to Batten Kaitos, where today we are done down here below the clouds, so we're going to go back up to the sky via Durport. So here we are. And we just hop right on the dragon. And now we're here and we got to talk to the people. So let's talk to Calburn first. Yup. Maybe. But probably not. Yes, let's do that. I know, right? Can't forget me.
Duke Calibran! Are you alright?
I feel like maybe this should have happened the moment we got here instead of after we talked to each of them.
I'm fine now. I certainly don't want to stay in bed while others are out fighting the good fight. How did it go?
Well...
I see. So, even the ancient wizard's descendants are unable to stop the evil god. What should we do then? Sooner or later, the enemy will wear down our defenses unless we take some sort of action.
For now, they only seem to be launching small and sporadic attacks on our towns and villages.
It's as if they're toying with us, whittling down our strength.
I say we should give them all we got. Full throttle. Invade Core Hydric Castle and wipe out Malpertio while we still have enough manpower.
It would be foolish to throw away your life like that.
But... I doubt we could invade the castle with our current capabilities. Maybe you're right. But still...
So you're saying that even though it's a shot in the dark, it's all we've got going for us?
That's what I'm saying. If we give it a shot, it just might work.
You'll never make it into Core Hydra Castle.
Cadell!
Your Majesty, it's been a while.
Those footstep noises kind of altered the mood here.
So glad you're in good spirits.
It's good to see you again, Queen Shella.
Why are you dressed like a bird?
Why don't you think we can make it into Core Hydra?
They have raised a powerful shield around it. There's no way we could penetrate their defenses.
A shield? Well...
Trying to force your way in is useless. We can't afford to sacrifice lives in that manner.
simple-minded, happy-go-lucky guy who uses brute force to solve everything is a major turnoff to girls.
That's enough.
As you wish.
This meeting is adjourned. In time, with the Children of the Earth helping us, we should be able to come up with a viable plan.
Here's hoping.
Yes, indeed. You all must be very tired. Take a well-deserved rest.
Oh, and Callus, I got this for you. We went to Sadal Sud for a report. Someone told me to give this to you.
A letter? For me?
There's something I need to talk to you about. I'll be waiting for you in Sebelrai village.
Sure thing, Larikush.
Larry Kush? The dog, back in Sebelrai. Could he really have been working for the Empire with Gramps?
Yeah, remember those explosives he had?
Something to talk to me about? What could it be?
Huh? What is it?
Nothing. Thanks, Ketrin.
No problem.
Dot, dot, dot.
Will you do me a favor? I need to go to Sebelrai to see Larry Kush. If he really did work with Gramps, he probably wants to tell me something about those days.
Okay.
This is a personal issue, so I don't plan on getting Shella and the others involved. Are you with me?
If you say so.
I knew you'd say that. Thanks.
No problem.
Let's go.
And yet the others are still in the party.
Hey, kid. Where do you think you're going?
Somewhere.
You're going to see Dr. Larikush, aren't you? We'll go with you.
But this has nothing to do with you. It must be about Gramps.
Precisely. I'm curious as to what the famed engineer Dr. Georg was working on for the Empire.
You could get in bad trouble. The great Mizuki should watch over you.
It's really none of my business what you've got to do, but going at it alone is out of the question.
I don't know what to say.
Say, let's go.
Okay, let's go. But first, we've got other things to take care of. Like, we gotta go in here. And then we gotta talk to this lady. Yep, we want this secret information. In fact, we want 2 of this secret information. It's a good thing she says the same thing multiple times in a row, even though she knows she shouldn't. Then we actually want to go to the School of Magic real quick. Because there's another Magnus we need to grab just to age it. Excuse me, just going in here. Hey buddy, I need another one of your pickup lines. All right. So that one we're just going to let age. And then we gotta leave this town. And now we go to Opu. Can we buy an apple here? I feel like this is around where we started finding apples. Or maybe that was Mira. No apples here. Is it you we need to talk to? Nope, it's not you. Ah, it's you. Let me talk to you? There we go. Yes, we do. Keep it a secret, though. Alright, and then we actually go left. And climb this. And then we need one of these birds. And then we head back down. Then we gotta go to the celestial tree to get a different bird. Hello, birds. Yep, just stealing a pigeon. And now we actually need to go back down below the clouds. Because we've got to grab some more rubber mud. Because the rubber mud we had has evolved into chunk of rubber. And we need rubber mud. So hello, Mr. Dragon. I would like to ride you. And down to Dur we go. Thankfully, we don't have to go far in that accursed swamp to get our rubber mud. Just gotta dip our toes in. Let me out, please. There we go. So... right here. Yep, we take the mud. And then we get on out. And then we go back up to the sky. And we gotta go back up to Wazn. And there we can also turn in our warrior's memories. Finally open up that Magnus slot. So there's still that tiny island between Alfard and Wazn that we've never been to. So we gotta give this mud to the ice skater who falls. Oh. Here, have some rubber mud. Because that makes sense. Definitely. Rubber mud is definitely skates. Or maybe it fixed to the skates? I don't know. Alright, now we gotta give up our warriors' memories. I don't remember where. Was it here? Might have been here. Yes, it was here.
Michella, Barnett told me about my husband, Graham.
I'm so sorry. Had I been stronger, this wouldn't have happened.
Please, Your Majesty, he was doing what he considered his own duty, his calling, to die in honor, fighting for you.
Against the very first mini-boss in the game.
I'm sure he wouldn't have had it any other way.
That's right. So please, Michella, stop blaming yourself.
Thank you. They will always live on in my memories.
And now we give them the things.
I brought back their personal belongings for you. If only I could have handed them to you earlier. I'm so sorry.
Your Majesty, please take these with you. These magnets once belonged to Sir Graham and my husband. I hope they'll be of some help.
Thank you. I'll take good care of them.
It was just one, though. Alright, with that, we're done here in Wazen for now. Though, I think I want to check the shop and make sure they don't have any apples. Because we need apples. Or at least an apple. Thankfully, the shop's on the way to the dragon. Hello, shop. Do you have any apples? Please tell me you have apples. They have apples! And sure, we'll take some more beef. And some more soybeans. And another one of those. And more of these. And then we'll leave that wind blow right where it is. And yeah. Okay. So actually, real quick, let's see, what have we got on her already? We've got the strawberries, the cherries, the orange, and the melon. So we just need an apple in there. So let's swap the apple for just one of these. And sort by found, and there's an apple. Excellent. So now we can make a Pac-Man. Theoretically. And now we actually go to Sadal Sud because we've got some family tree stuff to deal with. I was thinking I might be able to steal one of those birds, but no. Thankfully, animals don't go in our quest, Magnus, so we can just grab them all and turn them all in at once instead of needing to worry about things. This guy should let us do things. Yeah. Thanks for the bird. Now we pop in here. So if we look here. Oh. Sure. Well then. And then we actually need one of these paintings. And now we need to figure out which one of these people is Misja. Oh, hey. Hooray, we completed another thing. Shame that she died, though. Is it you? Nope, not you. Is it you? Little bit. Is it you? Yeah, okay. And we need her to sign this. And now we need to age that for 40 hours. And now we can get some rewards from the old man himself. Well. Okay. Alright, and I believe that was actually an equipable for Savina. No? Looked like it would be. It's not for her, it's not for him. Oh, is it like a special or something? But it didn't have a number, did it? What the heck did we get? Sort by found, please. Oh, it's a defense thing. Okay. Well, we're done in here for now. And now we go to Sebelrai. For a few reasons. Not just to talk to Larry Kush. Because we need to get another mountain apple so that we can actually age it into wine and then use it before it turns into vinegar. And also there's animals for us to get. So we go into the stable. And do we talk to you? No, it's not him. Oh, do we talk to this guy in here? Yep. Thanks. Now we pop out and then go back in so that we can talk to him again. And this time get a POW. It's doing fine. It's been seconds. Nope, I'm deadly serious. And then we go to the next screen over. And we need to talk to the little girl here so we can get ducks. Yep. Yes, it should. All right. Hey, we got a regular one. Hey, we got a white one. Hey, we got a duckling. And now we go to Larry Cush's place. Where'd the ducks go?
I'm sure this is private business. We'll be waiting out here.
Okay, but where did the ducks go? We didn't take all of them.
Thanks. It shouldn't take long.
Ah, you've come. Welcome. I've been waiting for you, Callus. Things must have been pretty awful for you, but I'm glad to see you're in good health.
Thanks, Doc. Long time no see. I got your letter, so you have something to tell me? Were you really working with Gramps and for the Empire?
Now then, where should I start?
The beginning?
From the very beginning, I suppose. With the experiment we were working on.
So wait, you started with an experiment? There was nothing before you started experimenting with him? I feel like you should have at least met him at some point before that. I don't know.
It's been almost 20 years since... I hear you've been to the Empire, so you probably heard about us. Georg and I were born in a small desert village. We were recruited by the Empire around 20 years ago and began working on military research. Under Emperor Geldoblame's orders, we were supposed to design new weaponry, battleships, and iron beetles. But there was also another project we were assigned to, one that was kept strictly confidential.
Oh.
We were attempting to solve the secret of the Magnus. What you know today as the Magna Essence is a technology originally established ages ago by the warlocks of old. It consists of encoding and storing the essence of matter, and decoding it later on to restore the material to its original form. Yet, it was said to be impossible to encode a living creature into a Magnus, Since quite some time ago, this type of research has been strictly prohibited. Creatures casted into a Magnus would end up distorted and defective when later invoked. But Georg had succeeded. He was a true genius. At first, we planned to make use of the power sealed deep within the lava caves. It turned out to be one of the sealed End Magnus. Giacomo, Amy, and Falon were the results of those initial experiments. That's why all three have extraordinary powers.
So Giacomo and his goons had gotten some power from the End Magnus.
That's right. But with the End Magnus sealed away, that was the best we could do. So we took it to another level. You know what I'm talking about?
Nope, but I'm sure you're going to tell me.
Can't you remember? This is about you and your brother, Fee. Callus. Georg created you artificially. Over the years, we conducted numerous experiments under close watch of the Empire. But even Georg couldn't succeed in encoding a living creature. Something very important, not found as a mere object, would be lost when a creature was encoded.
Are you
It would
talking?
be missing when the creature was reconstructed.
Are you talking about souls?
It was then that Georg altered his approach yet again. Instead of encoding extracted Magna Essence, he began working on modifying an existing, working Magnus to create a living creature.
Well, I hope it was a good Magnus.
Georg seemed totally engrossed in his work back then.
Like, not just some dinky old short sword or nothing.
He chose a base material and spent months modifying and improving it, slowly altering the Magnus properties. His experiment was successful. Several months later, a new life was created. You were the result, Callus.
That's impossible.
I know this is difficult to believe, but you'll understand someday. Born from a Magnus, you were, how should I put it, excessively human.
That's an interesting phrase.
You had too many of the flaws present in human beings, and you were born with just one wing. Gelderblame was unsatisfied with the results of that experiment. What he wanted was a pure, perfect life form. His intention was to study the Magnus of such a life form and to unlock the secret of eternal life. He would call this hypothetical life form the Divine Child.
Okay, but then why was Giacomo calling me that? Or calling Callus that, rather?
The Divine Child?
Since around that time, Gelderblame became obsessed with overcoming the limitations of human beings.
Too bad he's dead now.
Georg furthered his studies based on your Magnus, making improvements until several years later, another life was born. A child born of a true, living Magnus.
So you're trying to tell me that Fee, he was created too? But Codell, one of the witches, said she didn't feel any Magnus within me.
Your Magnus is quite different from those found in this world. Georg had drastically modified the original Magnus. Suppose you brought in a creature with blue blood instead of red, and asked someone to study its blood. Many would shake their heads and say, it's not possible, as the creature has no blood at all.
I don't know if they'd go that far.
When people think of blood, they picture a red liquid.
Like, maybe if you just handed them the blood itself and told them to study this blood, they'd be like, hey, that's not blood, that's blue. But if it's already inside the creature, then you could pretty easily tell that it's blood. But that's beside the point. I'm getting too far into this analogy.
A blue liquid would not fit the description. They would need someone to point out to them that it's simply a matter of the creature's blood being blue. Until then, they would picture the creature as being bloodless.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Even if the blood was right there, in front of their eyes. A similar thing could be said about your Magnus.
I think I get what you're trying to say.
Back to the subject. After Fee was born, Georg was a man redeemed. The time he spent with you and Fee may have stirred something within him that had been dormant for a long time. Or maybe there was something about Fee that brought about these changes in him. Eventually, 12 years ago, we decided to escape from the Empire.
But why, though?
Tell me, Larikush, what on earth have we done?
I feel like Larikush should have a different outfit. You know, make him look more from the Empire rather than from some farming hamlet.
We succeeded in creating life from a Magnus. But for what purpose? Is it worth anything at all? Or did we merely open a door leading to further sorrow and despair?
Georg, we have other things to think about right now. We need to make a decision. After all, we're their parents. It's our responsibility to do the right thing and protect them.
Yeah.
Right. You're absolutely right.
What do you want to do? Follow Geldeblame's orders and continue your research?
No, we must put an end to this. Callus and Fee can no longer be victims of his vile ambitions.
I understand. There's only one thing we can do then.
Yes. Let's destroy this lab with explosives so that no records or samples can be recovered. Nothing shall remain.
We'll feign our deaths in the explosion and leave the Empire in secret. We should head for Mira.
That island is close to the dimensional boundary and periodically shifts between dimensions. Even if they find out we set up the explosion, being in Mira should buy us some time. The four of us will live in peace. You, I, Callus, and Fee.
Grammatically, the I should be much later.
Shh! Someone's coming.
Also, it should be me. Or... Well, it depends on the verb. It was in its own sentence.
I came to confirm tomorrow's schedule for the holomaton experiments. How is your analysis of its Magnus coming along?
No problems. It's going exactly as planned.
We need to account for fluctuations related to his growth patterns. We need more time, to be sure. I've told you this repeatedly.
So, you need more time. How much? 5 more years? 10? At your current rate, it may well take forever. We need results, not excuses. The Emperor's patience has its limits. Also, you have orders to dispose of the defective sample tomorrow.
For reals, though, like, if you're trying to come up with technology that'll let the Emperor live forever, shouldn't he be cool with waiting a little bit?
It's no longer of any use to us. No need to keep it alive.
Giacomo, how could you?
Georg! Don't! Giacomo, let me ask you. This experiment we're working on, the Emperor's plans, don't they bother you at all?
You, of all people, should know better. I'm not like you or my father. Thanks to your experiments, I now wield a power no mundane human could ever hope for.
Then why didn't you use it when we were fighting you? Like, you just kind of hit us with your weapon and sometimes did special attacks. But literally everyone in our party can do that.
Besides, you started all this in the first place. Now is not the time for regrets. You will continue the experiment. I will see to that, I assure you. I myself can hardly wait. What this project will show us, where it will lead us. There's so much to look forward to.
Emperor, the laboratory is in flames!
Everything went as planned. We managed to reach Mira under the guise of travelers. Maybe it was from the shock of the explosion. When you awoke, after escaping from the Empire, you'd lost memory of everything that had happened until then. Fee was only 3 years old, so he didn't seem to remember much either. Soon after, I left Mira and came to live here. I don't know exactly what happened to you in Mira 2 years ago. Georg and I had lived separate lives. Imagine how surprised I was when seeing you brought to this village.
Giacomo died in the Imperial capital.
Is that so?
Yup. It was kind of us who did it.
So, I was born of a Magnus. Georg created me?
So he wasn't your Gramps after all.
I can't believe that.
I'm not surprised. Take your time, boy. Let it sink in. Either way, you are yourself. That's what counts. How you were born is unimportant. It's the same for anybody. We don't choose to be born. We simply realize one day that we're here, that we exist. I have something for you. Georg asked me to give it to you, should you need it one day. This must be the time.
Gramps left me something?
Also, how? Considering, like, Callus lived with Georg. And Georg probably had no reason to suspect that someday he would die, but Callus would live, and Callus would eventually find Larakush. Like, what? Shouldn't Georg have had it in his possession the whole time?
Yes. Way back then, when we had settled down in Mira, Georg told me he intended to leave something for you.
And why did Georg think he would die before Larakush?
I don't know what it is, but you'll find it in a cabin up in the Celestial Alps.
Oh, he didn't give it to Larakush.
The Celestial Alps?
Yes. There's a cabin near the mountaintop. Georg and I built it after we left the Empire.
A cabin in the Alps. He stashed it there, huh?
Yes. I suggest you go there and look for it.
All right. We've got our next mission.
Doctor, I need to ask you one last thing. Who gave me my name?
The Emperor, Gelderblame. Hearing you were not the perfect being he had envisioned, he called you an ill omen, a cursed premonition of things to come. He named you Callus, which means raven in a long-lost language.
I see.
After we left the Empire, Jorg and I tried to give you a new name, but you would have none of it. Your name was the one thing you remembered.
I guess it was the reason for my existence. And my hatred. Something I just couldn't get rid of.
Callus, are you okay?
I'm fine. Would you all come with me to the Celestial Alps? The doctor said Gramps left me something there.
No problem. I don't know what went on in there between you and the doc, but cheer up, kid.
Yes, we have so much left to do. We need you in high spirits.
Your chair, Callus. The great Mizuki be with you.
Focus your thoughts solely on this mission. You'll have plenty of time for reflection once it's over. Survival is priority 1, right?
I guess.
Thanks. All of you.
Okay, let's go, Callus.
Yeah. Let's go, everyone.
But first, let's steal some apples. Or rather, one apple. And then we'll head on out of Sebelrai. Because we're pretty done here. So out we go. And then we'll go ahead and end the episode right here. Join us next time when we head to those Celestial Alps. See you then, friends.